Hey guys. And he was kind of beating all around the bush, and he said the reason was because really the person he has back home is his spin-dom, and that she's finding. And I was like, what? That's a thing?
But there's applying it, and then there's the actual action.
Right.
Like when you discipline a child. You tell
Keep going. And then when we do it, you gotta say, scissor me, daddy, like that. All right?
No, you know.
This is
Different.
not the fucking thing to do. Like,
I think that's normal.
I got you, like, buddy. I can't help her.
Minutes later, I see a pizza slide under my door. No contact. Like, I'm good.
You see the pizza slide under the door with their hands, and your fucking hand slam down on top of it and grab his.
We have an initial physical type of what we like to see initially, because our eye is always drawn to something. I can see a tall guy, big and broad shoulders, and I'm like, ooh, nice. But if he talks to me, and I'm be like, maybe not. Okay, so Mike, until we get the rest of the guys in, do you want to start with your first question for us ladies? First of all, are you drinking a Capri Sun?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. First things first, what is happening?
All right. Welcome to the We Got Questions podcast. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I'm sorry, but yeah, Ron Solo today. I was not going to go live because I was, doing a couple things to get today. So me and Basic wasn't gonna go live today, but I was like, you know what? Let me just do something different, something that you guys don't notice from me. But as you see, I'm wearing this lovely Sonic shirt, but I'm wearing it because I'm preparing myself for having a conversation around Sonic the Hedgehog and all the other good stuff and all the video games that we play here in this life. But I bought my TBC brethren with my TBC brethren right there in chat.
God damn it, you brought me in like
I'll try to catch you on your celebration.
I know, Drew.
What's going on? Natty, if you want to come up, this is game talk, Natty. We're having fun.
I'm chilling. No, I'm doing good.
But if you want to come up, please come on up. But yes, I was like, I'll just do some game topic, let's talk some game stuff, have some fun with it, but once again, welcome in everybody. I have to start sending this thing out to the masses again. King, I'm waiting for you to come back in, brother. When you come back in and I see you on the camera and everything like that, I'll bring you up because I don't know if you're fully ready yet, but we can sit here. But once again, welcome to the We Got Questions podcast. I am your host, Mr. Mike Hennessy. Basic is not here, but I got this one right here, Chaz Bass.
Yeah, I'm Chaz Bass. How you living? Currently out of Pacific Northwest, but originally from Philly,
He was here with us, He ain't hood like us, but I'm not hood either. I'm over here talking like as if I'm some hood dude. I ain't nowhere near. We geeks out here. Y'all about to really learn some shit about it.
Indeed. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the comments and see what people are saying.
Yeah, you gotta go to the comments. Oh, join the conversation up there at the top. If anybody, hello, usually, but yeah, of course, I know she got kids to take care of. We completely understand, I got you. I'm with you. But I just hear the ding going off because her things go off. I'm like, yo, that's loud. I don't see nothing. It just ding. That's loud. But let's see. King, whenever you're ready, like I said, let me know. But for everyone that is here right now, let's go ahead and trying to get all the stuff in here. Today's topic, we're talking about top video games. Everybody knows, some people's past love was video games, some people's current love is video games. I in the middle, so it's like I can play them, but I cannot play them, it's whatever. So the TBC conversation around video games, you're gonna learn a lot what we like, what we grew up liking the most and stuff like that. So if you want to kick you right off, let's just talk a little small talk before we get to our top things.
Yeah, I got my knuckles little thing.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Got my what's his name? Metal Sonic up in here.
Oh, you got a Metal Sonic. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. I also got a regular Sonic. It just fell down. I gotta go grab it. Hold on.
He gonna get up and go grab it. I was about to literally create a whole topic, but yeah, it's TBC video game conversation night. So, all right, five. You still hear me? What can we say? There we go. Sonic. Um, if you can remember as far as back as you can, what got you into gaming in particular? Like, do you know
Um,
exactly what game it was? Like, do you know when it
it
happened? Like,
was my dad got me an Atari 2600, and I
oh
played
wow,
pole position. So that was like the first video game I remember playing
okay,
and being like really into it, and then just playing video games ever since. Both like when I was a kid, it was all like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, but like arcades was really my thing when I was growing up. Like
okay,
any chance I had to get to an arcade, that's where I was like, even still to this day, like I'm gonna go on vacation for Memorial Day weekend, and basically I'm just gonna be going to play pinball and arcade games the entire time. So
okay. Hey, I'm listen. I
mhm.
remember. I don't know if it was a video. Was it a home game or was it something? I remember just watching video games and I didn't know
Mhm.
exactly what I was looking at. I was young, so I was like, "Oh, this looks entertaining." So, like, I remember my uncle playing it when he was younger. But I think the very first video game I played personally, probably Pac-Man.
Oh, okay,
If my
awesome.
memory served me correct, that was my very first because we used to go to when I was little before we had a actual game system.
Mhm.
My grandma used to take us to Roy Rogers. I know I took you back by saying that. Roy Rogers, remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
So we used to go there and eat the pizza and stuff that was there. Matter of fact, you can't beat the arcade. Hey, Bennett, what's going on? Let me know, Bennett. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Sending it to you right now. If you can come up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bennett. Yo, have you on
Oh,
this
he's
joint?
back. All right, all right. 1 second, King. Stay right there. We're gonna finish this part real quick, and I'll bring you right up. So I remember it was like I said, it was Pac-Man. But remember in Roy Rogers, they had the games where it wasn't like the top up. Yeah, Roy Rogers had pizza. Mark. Yep, it had pizza. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, the chicken. Of course, everybody remembers the chicken. But remember that the game was face down, so you looked down and you played that. You played it while you was looking down. That's the very first game I remember playing. I'm not gonna say that got me into. When did Roy Rogers have pizza? Oh man, years
Yeah,
ago.
I love how we derailed it to
Oh,
Roy Rogers having pizza. This is funny as heck.
it's. I think I had to been like 7. Like think about that. I'm almost 40. That was when I was like 7 or 8. Like
Damn. So like
math
early
sucks, man.
90s.
um. Yeah, back in the day stuff right there. Back in the day. But yeah, that I'm not gonna say that was got me into games. I think Mario 1 was what got me into gaming. Because I was so trash,
Mm.
I lost on the second level. I walked because I didn't know he can run fast. So I did the walk the whole entire time.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I didn't know he
Yeah,
could run fast.
yeah, that stuff you gotta read in the manual. Like what is Roy Rogers? Like Chuck E. Cheese?
No, no, it's not like a Chuck E. Cheese. It's like kind of like it was almost wasn't it like kind of buffet style, something like that. It was
Yeah.
just like a regular store, but it had like pizza sold there, chicken there. It's all types of stuff. There's all types of stuff. But before we go on and continue on with anything else, I got my guy. Thank you for coming through. We're gonna try to get something going. But my guy King Epu was update. What's up?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, we had a conversation earlier, and that conversation was pretty fun. So we were talking about the fighting games and stuff like that, and
Oh yeah.
what because we were talking about how Street Fighter shows up to every fight. They on their way. They don't give a damn who they fighting. Like you
Exactly.
gonna see them on the front. All you see is Ryu like. In every picture, he like this. If it was Goku, Ryu like, all right, like, let's get it,
Reeves
y'all.
up there with his red gloves, his gi on. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
definitely. You're gonna see him.
Hands. It's about to
That's
be
all he
hands
do.
handed.
He walk around barefoot and fight people. Like
Listen,
You see
listen.
somebody barefooted with red gloves on, I was like, oh yeah, he's trouble. He trouble for sure.
Uh, so Ipu, I just answered it, but for you, brother, what was the game that you remember playing, starting out playing, and um, what got you into the gaming?
Oh, I might be telling my age, but it was Duck Hunt. I don't know if y'all remember when you had the
Of
little gun
I remember
and you had to
that.
shoot the screen.
We're both up there.
Oh,
So
okay,
you know.
cool. Yeah. I'm up there. I'm up there when you had to like had the little Nintendo pistol and you shoot the screen and you hit the duck and the dog come up. Yeah, that's kind of what did it for me. I was just like, oh, this is a whole new world for me. Like I'm used to like being outside on bikes, but you give me that Nintendo weapon and I get to point at the
Oh,
screen and choose on. Yeah, that was it for me.
oh,
Oh
Nigga,
man.
Roy Rogers ain't had no fucking pizza. That shit was chicken and burgers. You had me on Google. You gaslit the shit out your audience just now.
yo,
Hey, I
hold
was
on,
questioning that too. I was like, he had pizza?
time out,
He had
time
pizza?
out. Let me fix it because I do remember where it was at. It was Pizza Hut. Sorry,
Oh,
Okay,
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 okay.
okay.
it was Pizza Hut. I apologize, everybody.
I'm like, I know my food franchises. You ain't gonna have me fucked up.
Yo,
Can't believe he came out this joint. They came out this joint hot as a mug. Like,
right? Hold the fuck up.
Hey, I seen him say something about the pizza. Like, he had pizza? I was like, damn, did he have pizza?
I thought they had pizza. My bad. That's a long time ago, y'all. I ain't been a Roy Rogers since I was a kid.
I remember Roy Rogers on Adams Avenue. That's the one we used to go to.
That might have been the one we went to. I don't remember. My grandma used to take us. And guess what she had back in the day, Mark? I'm King. I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
She
go ahead.
She had a Ford. Oh my gosh, Ford used to have these old cars. It wasn't a. Oh my gosh, it was a Jag, Taurus or something. It wasn't a Taurus. I forgot what it was, but she had an old style Ford Taurus. It was old, like
the old box.
That thing was like a wagon in the back, huh?
The old box style Fords.
Right. So she said F Roy. All right. My bad. You know how she gonna get, bro. I ain't messing with you, Leilani. I'm not messing with you at all. So go ahead, bro. You was finishing up. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, like that, like Duck Hunt was like one of my first ever. Like my mom was like, she's like, oh, you troublesome. Here's something to do, and that's what it was. It was that and Mario 1.
So Mario 1 for you too?
Yeah, Mario 1. Like when I was just like you, I didn't know how to run for the longest.
Yo, I did not know how to run. I was crying. You could hear the music, and now that music was straight anxiety. I don't care what nobody say. When your time was running out, that was anxiety. I think I felt pressure.
I have problems with it now. I hear it.
I was like, I ain't gonna make it. Crying my ass off. The stage felt like it was going on forever. Like I'm like, I don't even know how to beat this.
I'm not even gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it.
I didn't know how to start running until my cousin came up. He was like, dang, you don't know how to get past this level? I was like, you don't know how to run? I was like, you can run? Oh, you can run?
Right.
Here, give me that.
Right. You remember Mario was side scroll, so his ass was technically bow leg the way he used to run. Like Mario's running bow leg. So all right, man. B from Barkness. Welcome. So what was the game for you? And what do you remember? Like what game you remember and what was the game that brought you?
All I remember Pac-Man. So my cousin used to babysit us. We was like 4 or 3, and she used to have us in the bar. I don't know if she worked at the bar or whatever, but like they had a Pac-Man machine in the bar, and I remember she would play, and every time she was about to get caught, she slammed the controller upwards. That's all I remember. But my first system, my mom got me a Nintendo in 1990. It was the package. It had the Duck Hunt, Mario 1. It was Mario and Duck Hunt. It didn't have the skeet shooting. Other people's games had the skeet shooting game, but oh no, mine did have skeet shooting in it. Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah, it was the Mario Duck Hunt combo in one cartridge. I thought I was hot shit. Yeah, that's my earliest memories.
Okay. All right. What game did it for you though? Where it's like, oh, now I'm in the gaming. Like,
oh, I don't know. Like I spent a lot of time playing Guardian Heroes, Sonic R.
That's what got you happy in the gaming?
That's when I could remember that like I was really heavy into gaming, like for like like grinding. Before then, I would say it's probably Tetris. Like Tetris is something that I started playing when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I've consistently played Tetris till now. So that might be the earliest one, but like as far as like me coming up in age and stuff, you know, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I couldn't clock stuff like that. But
right.
But a little bit later on in like the PlayStation era and stuff, yeah, it was like it was Sega Saturn for me. So yeah, you're talking like Sonic R, Guardian Heroes, on PlayStation 1, Xenogears. That's something I sank hundreds and hundreds of hours into. But yeah, so probably around like, I don't know, age 10.
Okay.
All that stuff like was taken off.
Okay. So I got a fun question. Look, oh my God. Yeah, because you said something about PlayStation 1. Do y'all remember a game called Intelligent Cube?
Sounds vaguely
Not for me.
It was on a demo. Remember when PlayStation 1 first came out, they used to give demos about the with the next games that was ready to come out. They would give you a demo disc. And it was like all the Jet Moto 2s that was coming out and all these different games. They had a game called Intelligent Cube. It was really about intelligence. Like you were going against, it's 4 y'all in a box. Y'all in this big box like this, and you had this man that would go across, and you had to do things to manipulate.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah, you had to do things to like manipulate the stage. Like it would be like a box here, and you had to do a particular thing. And if you kick that box, your box would flip over, but it will make everybody else's block flip over too, and they will fall. Like fall straight to the ground. Like it was literally about using your brain. Like you had to like get things or get like certain
logic puzzles. It's logic puzzles.
You like puzzles? Yeah.
I said logic puzzles. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thinking game for sure.
Yeah, it's all about. It was about your smarts. You had to use those. Oh shit! Can you hear me? All right, you're making sure you can hear me.
Okay.
I'm pressing this by accident. But yeah, you had to use your mind. You had to be smart about it, and then outwit your friends, like, and know how and which way to flip. Like if they were flipping this way, you had to know, like, okay, they're doing a particular thing. Let me do it a different way to make it give me more of an advantage. You know, like you had to really use your brain on that game. So, yeah. All right. So, what system in particular was your system of choice? Like, if you had to choose any system in the history of life, and you just get that one system, what would it be?
Oh, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I got two.
He said two. That's great.
I got two. It's between the PlayStation 2 and the Nintendo 64.
Really? 64? Ooh.
Yeah, I was a huge 007 GoldenEye fan. When I got a hold of GoldenEye, it was it for me. That first person shooter. And when it came for that PlayStation, Spider-Man. When I got a hold of Spider-Man on that PS2, it was over. You couldn't tell me that.
Everybody was playing that Spider-Man. I know. Oh my gosh.
Damn. I feel like I might.
I got a feeling. I know two of his. I know at least 2 or 3 choices. Dreamcast for you.
Yep, that's it for me. Dreamcast.
Saturn or
Dreamcast was so slept on.
Or GameCube.
It was Dreamcast, then GameCube.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dreamcast.
Mine's is you know what's funny, and as you said, I felt like in our life we've had more fun with the Dreamcast out of all the systems. What'd you think, Chad? You think I'm about right with that? Like,
no,
even though I never personally owned the Dreamcast in my life.
That had Sega Swirl on it, so that was my jam.
Most, like, you mean like it's like time clocked on a game? No,
not on a game. I'm talking about like us as a collective group. Like we probably played the.
No, I don't think so. I think we played Halo. I think we played Halo as a group more than.
Oh yeah, we had the 8-way Halo matches.
We had them LAN parties. I had 150-foot fucking.
I'm not even that group. I never really played Halo, so I wasn't really a Halo fan. I sat on the side. I'm like, yeah, y'all can have that.
You don't know what you was missing, brother.
That's when Halo and Call of Duty still had their little thing going on. I somehow just got stuck with Call of Duty.
Right. We probably from my memory, Mark. I'm probably about to unlock a core memory for you. We were playing Halo 3, right? We were in the very end, and at the very end of Halo 3, the planet is falling apart. Like the ground is coming up under you. I'm on the back of the wheel, back of the Warhol. Drop. They're just falling you. We are yelling to the top of our lungs with this damn game. And I don't know who house we were at, but I know we were just snapping. That's all I know. Like we were trying to beat the damn last stage, and we did it all together. I think that's like the last time we played a game together like that.
I mean, we played ODST.
Yeah, we did.
We did that like a year ago. Like
We ran through ODST.
We ran through ODST. It was so embarrassing. Hey, King, it's so embarrassing trying to run through an old ass game and the mechanics is different. I'm over here trying to aim with LT, but I start throwing the fucking bomb.
No.
I wasted my bombs. Yo, we snapping. Like
I caught myself trying to marathon the Halo franchise because I bought it on PC. So I started from Halo 1. Yo, like 2 hours in, I gave up on that shit. I was so tired of that slug. You can't run. I was like, yo, I don't know how I played this shit when I was a kid. You can't even run in Halo 1. I was like,
nope.
Yeah, because games are always things.
Imagine turn around and you on my ass. Like, bro, I'm just walking. This thing
right. I'm panting. Just
right.
You hear my shield's all low. I'm just walking.
That's all you hear. You do about to check. Like, but yeah, I'm years later. She said I fell in love. Halo is when I fell in love with games. Oh, nice. That is a great game to fall in love with. That game literally is like when you really sit back and think about it. Halo can make you cry thinking about that game. It really could.
Let's see. Literally just yelling at me at silence. You don't even know what you was missing out on. Halo was the shit. I'm just looking at her like, all right, my bad. You don't even know what you're missing out on. I was like, damn, don't beat me up.
Nah, like back in the day when I was in summer camp, we played Marathon, which was also made by Bungie, and it basically just looked like 2.5D Halo. Like even with
what's that? It's called Marathon.
Marathon 1 and 2. We used to just do like dual pistol wielding and everything. Is like it very much feels like the precursor to Halo, and it's by the same company.
Same studio.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and to answer the systems question, for me, it's Super Nintendo hands down.
Yeah, I would say Super Nintendo. Between Super Nintendo and Xbox 360, I think that's the two systems that I personally own that I like. Yo, these were it. I think Super Nintendo has probably just the shit games. Like them games, the shit. Like
I mean, I can play Super Mario World, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Even like obscure games like
Metro.
Power Rangers the movie game because it's like a 2-player game. Like all the RPGs that were on there. Like and then it just does have like some other. Those are like the big ones I can think of right now. But
in a game called UN Squadron. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember UN Squadron. I think that's on the virtual.
One of the hardest airplane games I ever played in my life. One of the hardest. Like,
was it like a top-down bullet hell game?
I think it was side-scrolling.
Side-scrolling bullet hell.
Side-scrolling. Yeah. It wasn't like Star Fox or anything like that. Star Fox is on Super Nintendo too, right?
Yeah, Star Fox is Nintendo.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, Super Nintendo. Like,
oh man, Donkey Kong Country is probably my favorite side scroller outside of Sonic. Like Donkey Kong Adventure was just too. I like it. Crazy is like I like Mario World under them. Like,
I feel that. Yeah, because even like Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, I played the shit out of that when I was out. Like, so many Super Nintendo games.
One of my favorite games is Yoshi's Cookie. That was my shit. Yoshi Cookie. You get all green, you get all big on the other side. Like, damn, my Yoshi fat as hell. Like, his feet is little ass. But yeah, that was my shit. So all right, so I got that. So let's head to these top now. All right, I'm gonna just start it off right from the snap. Mount Rushmore. Super Nintendo. character Super Nintendo games. Mount Rushmore Super Nintendo games.
Okay.
Mark, if you didn't personally own Super Nintendo,
I didn't
you can
even.
always
Yeah, I
Google
don't
it.
know. I don't know no
Okay.
Super Nintendo games
Ooh,
like that.
shoot.
Did you own a Sega?
I went from Nintendo to PlayStation 1. Like that
Ooh,
shit.
okay.
Yeah, I played. I was playing over everybody's house and shit. Like Austin
Sure.
had systems and stuff, but me
Right.
personally, between that, I think I was on Game Boy. That was it. Like, yep.
Mm.
And then I jumped to Dreamcast, and then like GameCube.
Mount Rushmore of Nintendo.
He said of Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm
Super
trying
Nintendo.
to think.
I have to look. I have to look for the.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna pick
That's
mine.
what I have to
Y'all know
look.
mine.
Oh no,
I'll
wait,
pick
wait. I
mine.
just need one more because
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
It's just 4. You just just 4 games. If you Google games, Mark, you can always just say like what's top Super Nintendo and kind of be like, oh, all right, I know these. All right.
Mount Rushmore got to have
Contra-
more of a reasoning than commercial success.
Oh yeah, definitely reasoning. That's what I'm saying. And so Metro. Oh no. What the fuck am I trying to say? Contra 3 Alien Wars. Contra 3 Alien Wars.
What the fuck?
What?
No, go ahead.
Contra 3 Alien Wars. Don't hate me, Chaz. I don't know if this is what yours, but Aladdin. Aladdin was so good on Super
Oh my
Nintendo.
god!
It was so good on Super Nintendo.
Wallin'.
I fucks with that game.
It was so good.
Wallin'.
That game was tough. I ain't gonna lie.
That
That game was
intro-
I'm gonna
tough.
tell you, look, Mark. The soundtrack on
I
that
remember.
the soundtrack was so fucking dope. Like, I'm sorry.
Unlocked a lot of
I
I
memories.
remember
mistake.
that game being hard as shit in the end. That's what I remember
Yes.
from that game.
yeah.
Yes, he was one of. That's
It was
one of
like
the hardest.
Lion was hard as shit in the beginning. Aladdin was hard as shit in the end. Like,
Yeah, because he was tough, and the music used to. I actually was scared of the music in Aladdin, like that little eerie music when you got stuck inside the cave and stuff. I was scared of that shit. I'm sorry, but it has one of the greatest soundtracks on Super Nintendo ever. Like, so Aladdin, UN Squadron, and y'all gonna be surprised with me, but NBA Jam.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
not
pick.
surprised
I
at all.
played the shit out of that with a
I'm
friend.
I'm not even surprised at all. That would have been mine
Hey,
too.
that's a good
Yo, we used to go to quadruple overtime. Whoa, boom, shakalaka, dunk on the glass break. Oh shit!
I'm
Like,
telling you, Super Nintendo. They got all the games.
yeah, they got all the classics.
I'm telling you.
All right, you got it, King. You know what you want. You know what you want.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I have to look at a list to even see what I could choose, but I don't have one off the top
Hey,
of my
there we
head.
go. It's all good.
Yeah.
you know how they say like Nintendo's like if you're making for a Nintendo platform, the biggest competition is Nintendo.
Mhm.
Like I'm looking at the list of like top games, most popular, biggest games and stuff. This shit's like damn, they're all fucking Nintendo straight up. Just like, and I forgot how great a lot of these games are. Like Super Mario World, outstanding. Fucking Super Mario RPG, amazing. Donkey
Yeah.
Kong Country, amazing. Star Fox, amazing.
Yep.
Like
Super
all this
Nintendo
shit.
did not miss. It might have
Yeah.
had some bullshit games, but it did not miss.
Nah.
Yeah, like for me, because I do have my top 4. Chrono Trigger.
Of course. That's your
yeah.
number one.
It's not my number 1 game of all time anymore, but
No,
it's
Super Nintendo.
still high up there on the list.
Super Nintendo game.
Oh yeah, it's probably it's my favorite Super Nintendo game.
Okay.
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past,
Mhm.
Mega Man X, and then this is going to seem like out of left field, but Tetris. I think it's either Tetris versus Dr. Mario or Tetris plus Dr. Mario. But I used to play that with my mom all the time, and they had this mode in there where you would go from Tetris to Dr. Mario to Tetris, and she would always beat my ass at this. Like I would be on the Dr. Mario stage, and she'd be on the second Tetris stage, and I was like, "What the fuck?" The only reason I got good at Tetris was to beat my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually that. I got the same
Oh.
story. Me and my mom, we started playing Tetris, and we were competitive with it. And I got good just to beat my mom. She ain't shit now, but like she'll be like, "Oh, I'll beat you." I'm like, "You ain't played since like '93."
Yeah. Yeah, my mom got me into gaming too. She's the reason why I even started picking up a controller. So yeah, that's
Okay.
she's the same reason. So
Okay. All right. So Mark said you didn't have a Sega. I can name Sega too.
Yeah, but I
Sega.
played. I mean, I played on. I
Karen,
played on the systems. Like I
man.
remember playing Mario All Stars on Super Nintendo.
Okay.
It was this other game. I can't remember the name of it. I just remember the sounds from it.
Okay.
It was like, we fight for freedom. Like when you start the game, it used to always say that shit. Or when you talk about like Sega, like I fucking loved oh my god, what's that John? It was like testing 1, 2, Sega.
Oh,
fucking
that's
Comic Zone. Yeah, Comic Zone. Yeah.
Comic Zone was
that
dope, yo.
game, because it was on Virtual Console. That game was hard as hell, but because you could rewind on like the Switch, I was like, I'm gonna beat this game finally.
Oh, you ain't shit. I don't even want to talk to you now, yo.
Yo, Nintendo games. Like I had Muppet Adventures on Nintendo. One of the hardest games I ever played in my life.
I was going to Nintendo too.
It had 5 levels and 4 of them were easy. The last level, last boss, you had to fight. You were Kermit the Frog with a fucking feather. And it wasn't until I downloaded that game as a emulator and gave myself infinite lives that I beat the game finally. It don't make no. I'm like, why is this so goddamn hard? Like it's supposed to be a children's game, and I had to break the game in order to beat it. It was so that shit. Them old Nintendo games is intense.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I didn't. That shit's traumatizing.
I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. The best I can say. I'm sorry.
Brought back some bad memories.
You got your ass whooped in the game consistently for decades.
Okay, so go ahead, Chaz. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying we got someone new in the chat. Oh, and Gabby here too.
Yep, Gabby's here. That's why I sent her this.
That's what I'm talking about, Gabby. Fried chicken. That's what they have. Roy Rogers was fried chicken.
Still upset about that pizza.
Right.
Roy Rogers pizza. He said it was a buffet. I'm like, what?
I thought Roy Rogers was a buffet. I don't remember.
Yes, Roy Rogers
did have a buffet back in the day with kale.
They're still around. They're just on the on the roads.
What up, Barry? Welcome to the conversation. She can't defend herself with this one. Watch this. Goku. That's who we talked to earlier, King. She was talking about some Naruto over
Goku. Some Naruto out of nowhere.
I know. I'm just fucking with you, Barry. She's gonna kick me in my ass. Who even is Roy Rogers? I don't know. Probably some old dude checked by now. Oh, this is the boys' night. No.
My broski. We got Bulbasaur.
Roy Rogers is an old ass franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of their stories was they introduced a 3-pound burger to compete with McDonald's quarter pounder.
Oh yeah,
and it failed because like the average American isn't good at math. Mm-hmm. And they didn't know that a 3rd pound is bigger than a quarter pound, and it was like rejected. It was weird. I think it was Roy Rogers. If it wasn't him, it was it was another burger joint. But I think it was Roy Rogers.
Flat, though. Hey, look, it do. All right, y'all. So we real quick before we continue on, we having a conversation about gaming. Share it out to somebody who's in the geek community and the nerd community. Let's have this conversation, or more in-depth conversation around this here game topic. So. Where we at now? Somebody was talking about something. Was you talking about something, Chaz?
No. I was just catching up on the chat. All right. Okay. I'm looking up some Sega Genesis ones right now. Let's see if I can find some.
No, Sega's next. I was going to go to Nintendo. We did Super Nintendo, but I was going to do
regular Nintendo.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore 4 all-time
regular Nintendo.
Regular Nintendo.
Mario 3.
I know mine. Double Dragon 2. Mario 3.
I feel like Super Mario 3 has to be in everyone's Mount
Battletoads.
Yeah.
Battletoads. And one of the hardest games to ever exist, Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god. Dun, 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 dun,
You think they got the little arcade thing up for that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be on my list, the arcade game version.
Yeah.
You ever see someone speed run that game?
Mm-hmm. It makes me mad.
It's like an 8-minute run. They steamroll through it.
8 minutes.
It's
Who
like
they beat it with,
it's definitely sub 10.
They beat it with Donatello, right?
Oh, I don't know. They switch in and out. Yeah,
because they cheese the game in certain places, and different turtles have different abilities. Like Donatello has like the best reach, but I think like Michelangelo has the best defense, like it or something like that.
Berries, yeah.
I didn't know that shit. Oh, I'm getting bodied by Jake because of that. Man, what the? Anyway, there's a part in the stage where you got to jump across the thing. We used to die there all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I saw that.
You have to go to the very inch of the end of it to jump straight across and land.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the answer
ball frames was so weird. You couldn't even. You would just slip right off.
It's not sub 10.
Of course.
Oh yeah, no, I played
16
Kingdom
minutes.
Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts. Like,
hold
like
on.
like Disney, it felt like it was written just for me. Like, I was like, yo.
There you go, Chad. There you go. Mark, I got this meme about Kingdom Hearts, right? They said Goofy messed up. What's the main character's death? What's the main character's name?
Oh, Sora.
Sora. He said Goofy messed Sora's thing up, right? It's so Donald Duck like. I don't know. Yeah, I can't do Donald Duck's voice. All you is like
I can't even.
You're here Goofy like that bitch owe me money. Yo, like while his spirit flying away, he was like, that bitch owe me money. You know, I was fucking rolling like what? Yo.
Oh my god.
Oh wait a second. You know what? I'm gonna put on my Mount Rushmore for okay, I know what I'm gonna put on there.
What's that?
And I'm writing it down real quick.
Okay. Are you gonna put it up on the screen? Okay.
Oh no, I'm writing it down just on this paper so I don't have to remember it.
All right, you got something, Ken?
I got my 4 now.
Mine is kind of the same as yours. I don't remember if Lion King was on
Nintendo. Yeah, I don't.
That was on Sega.
Yeah, Nintendo was out of the life cycle by the time.
Okay. So
Lion King was like 1993 or 94.
Yeah,
Nintendo stopped at like 92.
Yeah, so my very similar to yours. Definitely Mario, of course. I'm pretty sure it's on everybody's. Ninja Turtles. I didn't get until later, but yeah, I think like those are like the main ones that I really played. It was like Mario, Ninja Turtles. And that's really all I got for right now.
That's why I said like Battletoads. Oh my gosh, that game is hard. That game is really hard. That's a really hard game. So one of the toughest of all time. All right, Chaz, what you got?
I got Mega Man 3, Super Mario Brothers 3, Track and Field, and River City Ransom.
River City Ransom. Okay, that's when you get hot and stuff, right? And you could just like punch somebody in there or something like that. Yeah.
Like it was hard because we didn't know what to do, but once I like learned what to do, I was like, oh, okay.
Me and Jack were playing River City Ransom Girls or River City.
Oh yeah, River City Girls.
Girls, yeah, because you know they got a part 2 out. So yeah, Mark beat the dog crap out of the first one, but the second one we never got that one. So.
Oh yeah, I got that one. Actually, funny enough, I got that game and came across like a game-breaking bug where I was stuck at a point. So I stopped playing it for like 2 years, and I came back to it, and the bug was fixed. So I was able to finish it.
Okay, got it. Mark, you said nothing with Nintendo.
Mario 3 and Tetris.
Muppet Babies.
It's this one. No, not Muppet Babies. It's this game called Image Fighter.
Oh,
it was a top-down airplane game.
I never heard that.
I fucking love that game so much. And this is other one called Kung Fu Heroes.
I ain't gonna know that
Kung
one.
Fu Heroes or
is that the one where you was like you go to all these different stages and you can upgrade your person to get a black belt, a blue belt?
No. This one, it looked like you were playing with like Krillin from Dragon Ball, the way that the characters look. Let me see if it's Kung Fu Heroes. Yep. Kung Fu Heroes for it was originally an arcade game and they ported it to Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much.
Yeah, I used to play the shit out of that game.
All right, so all right, everybody got their stuff for that one. All right, time to move on to Sega Genesis. Chaz, you said you had your Sega Genesis list.
Oh no, I was saying I had my SNES list. I only got 2 from my Sega Genesis list at the moment.
I'm about to toast the Sega Genesis list. All right. First, Sonic, of course. I don't even care which Sonic. It's all of them. I don't even care. It's all of them.
Oh, I have a specific
Really
Sonic
3D
one.
Blast, but it was good. 3D Blast was okay. Sonic Pinball was okay.
Sonic Pinball was trash.
That shit was dope to me. It was like the ABC Sonic too. Or the Archie Sonics. That's what that one was for, like Archie Sonic.
Oh my god, what was the name of that fucking game?
That Gunstar Heroes.
Gunstar Heroes, yes.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of. Gunstar Heroes was
Gunstar
phenomenal.
Heroes is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
My games is unorthodox because I can change it up as much as I want. So I got what I say, Any Sonic, Gunstar Heroes. What did I just say? I just said something else too. Oh, I didn't say my third one. All right, so Sonic, Gunstar Heroes, Power Rangers, the movie.
Ooh.
I think Genesis was amazing.
I remember that.
And my fourth, Batman Forever.
You wildin'.
Batman Forever?
I hated the Batman, like all of the Batman games on fucking Sega, whichever ones it was. The one where they was using it looked like Mortal Kombat, like they was using actual people as the sprites and shit.
Yes.
Oh my god, that game was so fucking hard.
Yeah. And every time you get the riddle me this. And I was like, yes. So yep, that's my four. That's when I remember Sega Genesis, those are the four I remember. So
yeah, Gunstar Heroes was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Gunstar Heroes. I don't know why.
It was this one. It was this one level where y'all are on. You're on the tracks, and the tracks is running on the ceiling and on the floor, and you're going against that boss that turns into different things. So it turns like a leopard. When it turned into the gun, yo, boy was letting that chopper sang on that part. He was just from the hip, just like everybody. Like you'd be jumping so fast that you would catch yourself between. Like it would just like the gravity would go from like top to bottom. But if you hit it fast, you would just be floating in the middle. Yo, yeah, that thing. If you turn into the gun, you stop shooting because you were just trying to dodge. There was this other game that was kind of like Contra on Genesis. I can't think of the name of it. You know what, Austin?
It might be the Contra game. It might be Hardcore. That is Contra. If it's super, it was Hardcore. It was Contra.
I don't have a lot of experience with the Genesis.
I'm trying to. It was like Contra, but I don't think it was.
Did you see Hardcore? Because that was the.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Like I'm talking like it's as its play style.
Oh, okay.
It was a shooter.
Yeah, it was like a side-scrolling shooter, and you upgraded your weapons, but it didn't. Like I'm looking at
Metal Slug, right?
No, it wasn't Metal Slug. No, Metal Slug has a cartoonish look.
Oh my god!
But Metal Slug wasn't on Sega Genesis. That was like on.
No, that didn't come to home consoles until like PlayStation 2 or 3.
Because it was an arcade exclusive, right? At one point, yeah,
it was a part of those Neo Geo.
So dope back in the day. Oh my gosh, like Neo Geo. Okay, Neo Geo. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know if it came out for the Neo Geo home system, but the Neo Geo home system was notorious for being super expensive because all the games were direct ports from the arcade.
Okay. All right.
Oh, but I do have my 4 Genesis games now.
All right, go ahead. I got you. Let's hear it, chat.
We got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Ooh.
We got Columns. Okay. And then because I counted as one game because it was supposed to be one game, but they split it. Sonic 3 plus Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh, yes.
And then Gunstar Heroes.
That was too much. You know how many stages that would have had? Oh my gosh. They had to do what they did.
I mean, that's why I count it as one game because because technically it is one game.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
All right, King, what you got, brother?
Let's see. I got one of my favorites was WWF Raw.
Mm.
Yes.
I was a huge wrestling fan as a kid. Let's see. I'm looking as I'm talking. NBA Jam. NBA
Okay.
Jam was definitely one of
They had
the.
the tournament edition, I think, on Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Sega had a little bit more frames to be able to put more on their stuff.
Yeah. Sonic and Knuckles is probably one of my favorite Sonic games, just because Knuckles was on there and he was just one of that new era of Sonic. So
Yeah,
Sonic.
he changed it. Yeah, he changed the game.
Yeah. To be able to glide like that, yeah, I was just that's all I would do was just glide around all the levels.
Right.
There's another one I just saw. I was just looking at it. I was like, man, I haven't played that in so long. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Let's see. Contra, like you said, I heard that Mike. You said Contra too.
Yeah, that was on Super Nintendo.
Oh, I just seen it on
I
here.
remember like I was thinking about Aladdin too, but Aladdin had it was different on Sega than it was on Super Nintendo because Aladdin actually had a sword in Sega. On Super Nintendo, he was just stepping on your shit or throwing an apple at your face. Like that was all you was getting.
That and the last Streets of Rage
Oh,
2.
Street Race 3?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it
I remember
Street
too. I remember when
Race
I
3?
first beat it. I felt like I was the one in the game. So
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Skates because Skates I was a big fan
yeah,
of I
I
was a big
played
fan
all
of
the games.
I always play as Axel. That was my guy because that joint where he just like bang, 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 just knocking the shit out you, and you can get all the enemies sucked in one space and just be
yep.
giving them lefts and rights until, but it would kill you every time you did it. And Skates when he just get on top of your head, bang, bang, just start punching you. Oh man,
I still remember the sound every time you hear him go across the screen.
Yep. And they had that one boy though, like somebody uncle from back in the day with a yellow jacket on and a mohawk. I forgot what the character's name was, but all right, we got that. So we heading on now to the big boys. PlayStation.
Okay, let me compile this list real quick.
PlayStation. I think I know mine's. PlayStation is a little bit tougher for me because there were so many different type of games on PlayStation. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try Street Fighter EX was Alpha. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
on this. I would say Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy. Why is PlayStation so tough? Damn it.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I don't know. Let's ask the chat. What's some of the chat's favorite PlayStation games while we come up with our lists?
Oh,
There you
what
go.
the hell was that game called? Why am I
On
drawing a
PlayStation?
blank? Oh, wait. Okay.
Oh, Tekken 2, even though I wasn't the best at fighting games back then, Tekken 2 was amazing. I thought the soundtrack for Tekken was dope. And I enjoyed for some weird reason. Never mind. Ray Storm. There we go.
Oh, y'all used to play the shit out of Ray Storm. Yeah, that was you and Tom. I used to watch Tom play that a lot.
Yeah. What it was dope about that game was like it was one of the first games I ever seen that was like very like movie like. So you were fighting like where you were fighting like right here, but if all the background and stuff was over here, you can send homing missiles all the way in the back of the damn thing and be destroying ships all the way in the back. And it was like one of the first games I ever seen doing that, like where it was just like you felt like you was in a movie. And the boss fights were so interactive because the bosses was like the boss was a distance away, and you'll see him coming up to you like, "Oh, I'm on my way, bro." Like, so, like, yeah, that game. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I got
What?
my Mount Rushmore.
All right.
Xenogears for obvious reasons.
Uh-huh.
Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
shit.
Yeah, I fucking love Resident Evil. And oh fuck, what was that last one? Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Oh,
That was my fucking shit, yo.
You got me on that one. I was gonna say that too.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
wait a second.
Tony Hawk made my, like, yeah. What you got, Chaz? Or are you still looking?
I'm still looking. I got 2 more to add.
All right, go ahead, King, if you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
Tomb Raider.
Oh,
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
got about Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I
Spyro.
heard triangle box titties, like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little
he's like, "Don't
shoebox
go
titty.
bad." And then you go look at it, damn. It was a triangle.
Spyro the Dragon. I think that's what it was.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Spyro.
Spyro. Hell yeah.
Yep,
And
Spyro
what
the Dragon.
you
And
about
my
to say,
last,
Craig?
of course, what kept me in PlayStation, Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man. Every time you see Spider-Man, you see PlayStation. So
Right. I have an honorable mention. Jet Moto.
Ooh.
That motor was at work.
I have
I
an
used to,
honorable
but you
Jet
know what?
Moto.
I think I only played the demo. Like, yo, that was the
Yeah.
thing. I
Me
could
too,
play the-
me too.
I was playing the demo of games for years. Like,
Mhm.
that was crazy.
Even if you play the demo, you feel accomplished. You're like, yeah.
Finally came
Get
to
out
first
of the
place.
demos.
They be like, okay, so get your broke ass up and go buy the game. Like, nope.
Like, nah, I'm
And
having
them
fun.
games
Like,
was
nah,
like
I'm good, I'm
$20.
good.
Like, no games only like $20. Like, I'd have bought like 30 games if it was now, but no,
Shit, 20 on
$20
sale.
was like, hell of a-
Like,
Mhm.
what, back in the day, they probably like $20.
no, they was not. Games was always ask my mom how much she paid for Mario 3. She paid $60 for Super
Yeah.
Mario 3. She paid $300 for the system. And like
Yeah.
when you
Systems were
when you
expensive, yeah.
account for inflation, yo, games was like $90, $100 even back then. Like in today's monetary value, it's crazy. Like
The
game
Atari
prices
was like $700, right?
Oh, I don't know. That's before my time, but
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I don't know how much my dad paid for the Atari when he got it for me. Let me see.
Yeah, you can even look at old like archive, like magazines, like sales and stuff like that, and you'll see it'll be like, oh yeah, Super Mario 3 for Nintendo, $59.99. You'd be like, damn.
I remember being at Kmart and seeing Super Mario 3 for $49.99. I paid nearly $100 for Chrono Trigger when I bought it.
Yeah. Now after a while, you know, it's just simple supply and demand. Games are gonna come down. Like, sure, you could buy in the like late 90s, you can finally get, you know, like you might be able to get a $20 PlayStation game, but that wasn't new. That wasn't brand new. No, games have always had a consistent like around $60 price point.
Yeah, that's why.
They said, oh, go ahead. Because I was gonna tell you what the most expensive
PlayStation
game
came
all
out
time.
with the greatest hits thing, so they could be sold.
Yeah, that was yep. So you start reselling essentially.
So they said the most expensive game of all time, because if you count it, and that was in 1990, but if you count it with inflation today, how much it would have cost? Neo Geo. So
yeah,
Neo Geo $50 in 1990, which translates to about $1,500 now.
God damn.
Yeah,
because there were direct ports from the arcade. Like there was no difference in what was in the
being about $10 to $20
of a Neo Geo than there was in their arcade machines.
The games went cheap when they started doing greatest hits stuff, but that was just a re-release of something that was released years, you know, like a couple years prior to it.
No, yeah,
like,
I can't.
Like, sure, you can get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 greatest hits for $10, but like when Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 dropped, when it originally dropped, no, it was $60.
Yeah, because I paid $50 for Xenogears. I mean, when it came out.
Okay. Yo, listen
I
to
remember
this.
asking my dad to take me to Best Buy to get that John. I was like, oh shit.
Listen, this is the reason why those games make games like what's the name companies like Blockbusters
You
and
gotta rent
Hollywood
them.
Video.
Yeah.
I rent that shit. They was no, we gonna rent that and take that shit back.
Yep. I was just thinking that too. Like, I
Get this
remember I
game
used
in
to go with my
7
mama to
days.
go to Hollywood,
Right.
Hollywood video stores just to rent it. She's like, we ain't mind that.
I rented Chrono Trigger 3 times before I bought it, and I was lucky enough to get the same cart each time.
That's what's up because it had the memory on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah. So listen to this. This is just the top consoles sold ever. It's crazy because no other system but PlayStation and Nintendo has cracked this list of 10. Sony PlayStation with the most, then the Nintendo DS after that, then the Switch, then the PlayStation 4, Game Boy, PlayStation, Nintendo Wii, and PlayStation 3. Damn.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is just what happens, guys. All right.
I'm looking at old KB toy circulars.
Oh my gosh, KB.
And they were selling the challenge set. This is in, when did NES drop?
1985.
Okay, so they were selling the Nintendo for $90 in 1992. And that system had dropped in 1985, 86. Like,
Yeah.
nuts. Tetris, $31.99 on sale. Dr. Mario, $34.99. Tecmo Super Bowl, $53.99. Mega Man 2, Mega Man 4, $49.99. Like, and this is stuff that's on sale years after it came out.
Let me see what does that equate to now with that price. Hold on.
Isn't Tetris banned in the country?
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember seeing it like Tetris was banned because people used to like literally just stay up and play Tetris. I forgot what country it's in, but
all right, let's look. Let's put in.
Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I know what it is.
Inflation calculator. We're gonna go with $90 for the system. Then the 20 because
okay, I got my 4 games for.
Oh, they said Dr. Mario was $45 back in the day. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
$45 take you a long way back then.
that was on sale.
This was the release date price. That's what I'm looking at. The release price of Dr. Mario Nintendo Entertainment System in 1990 was $45.
In 1990, hold up.
What does let's see.
I'm doing it now.
$45 equate to in there?
$110.
The look he gave to say, she's like, ooh. I'm not gonna lie. There's different games now to be like $100-something. Like, nah.
If you really think about it, the games we're playing for is cheap.
Yes. So everybody that's been having this argument with the Switch games coming out at an $80 and $90 price point. No, you've gotten used to your video games actually devaluing over time. And now they're being sold at a more appropriate price point that they were in the past. Like, we've gotten used to things being 60 for all this time, and $60 ain't what it used to be years ago.
No.
Yeah.
So really games have devalued over time.
Yeah, because I remember like the PlayStation 2 era was like $50, and then when 360 came out, it was $60. And then people are up in arms about that. I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I paid $65 for Donkey Kong Country 3. So, but I got my list for PlayStation.
Oh shit!
What?
We got DDR.
Look at the year that this came out.
We got Fire.
You got DDR? Dang.
Yeah, DDR Economics. DDR Economics specifically. Right, because it had like Drop the Bomb, End of the Century. Like all the songs that like we played those to death.
What up, bro? What up,
Tom? Dragon Ball Z: The Legend.
Ooh, I haven't played that.
Legends was my fucking shit. Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah, Dragon
Yeah, it
Ball Z
was fun that I
Legend.
had to import and get a thing to put in the back of my PlayStation and then like press the
In
button
the
down. to play it.
spring. Yup.
And then my last one is Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know why I was searching so hard for the last one. I was like, it's Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics was a really good game.
I slept on that. I ain't gonna lie. People were telling me I slept on it, and I was like, because I don't know why, but like when it comes to
fucking gaming. Go ahead. I'm listening, King.
Yeah. When I was like Final Fantasy, I grew into it, and then like for some reason, I just kind of grew out of it, and I just never looked back at it. I was like, oh.
All right, I got something for y'all. This is kind of crazy. So I just looked up the Intellivision. The Intellivision. This was like back like before Atari. This is like ColecoVision, like way back.
Yeah.
Intellivision debuted, and I'm sitting here looking at the circular. Somebody archived the circular. $238 in 1979.
Whoa.
You know how much that fucking shit was? If you account for inflation, $1,054.64 for that system. And that shit predated Atari. So you know the fucking graphics was trash truck juice.
That was pre-crash. Yeah.
Back then they didn't even care. They was like, ooh, something
nuts.
Moving pictures.
But you
Intellivision were like the first ever dueling home consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, Mark, if I'm really, really paying attention to it a certain way, I think that all these systems, there's a reason why these companies crashed the way that they did. They put so much money into these systems that did not do anything.
Well, it was, you're talking about back in the day where technology was being pioneered, and people are trying to capitalize off of it. So people were placing bets essentially,
right?
And Nintendo kind of just came out on top, really, out of that era.
Well, yeah, because Nintendo came out post crash. Like one of the things like that gets me is the reason why video games are so gendered is because of the crash. Like, because when Nintendo was bringing it out into like the Nintendo for the market, it post the crash. They're like, well, we can't say this is like an electronics thing, so we're gonna have to like either market it to boys or market it to girls, and then they market it to boys. And
Atari 2600 on sale for $177 in 1982.
Damn. So like you said,
yeah, my dad got one used for me. Like,
that might not be over 1,000 yet. That might be like 900, like 900.
It's up there. Hold on, let me see.
I remember I got my Super Nintendo used for $72, and this had to be in like 93.
$588.
$72 is $580.
No, $177.
Okay.
And then the quality of games don't even compare to the games that's out now.
I mean,
and what I mean by that, it's like I'm saying for the price that it was revolutionary, like because of the times. But
yeah, you're paying for that's like to them to the time it's cutting edge tech.
Yes, yeah, and I guess that's something that I always talk to people about. I'm like, yeah, your recency bias is why you think this is this, but it's the reason why we say our greatest games of all times is this. We're not coming at your games. We're just saying that we've played everything.
Think about as shit dropped with us, like we was playing fucking like Tekken. It was like, yo, that's just too crazy. Think of how niggas was fawning over Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. It was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then when Dead or Alive dropped, we thought that was real. Like, when Dead or Alive dropped, and you could adjust jiggle physics based on the age you input in the game. Oh my god, that was a wrap. Was 99 years old for a long time.
Let's have the conversation for those that are possibly going to watch later on. If you don't know what Dead or Alive is, it wasn't about the fighting game itself.
No,
fuck the fighting.
No, like the creator.
It was about those yiddies. I'm just sorry. It was what it was. Shit was jiggling.
Right.
And just,
I mean,
type of jiggle. This is pornography. Like,
no, I said out of pocket thing to a GameStop employee, or was it even GameStop at that time? I think it might have been something else, but. Like, you know how back then when you would pre-order a game, they would give you like some sort of, gift or whatever. And I was like, why don't we get suntan lotion with Dead or Alive beach volleyball? And it's like, Chaz, you wrong.
Are you a freak boy, yo? And
Volleyball. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. What was crazy about Dead or Alive is that they did it. They went and created a game with all women characters, and I can imagine how much
field day.
I can imagine how many dudes have masturbated to that game compared to any other game in history. They was out there having a field day. Like, yo, out of pocket with the jiggles, bro. That joint was crazy. Like,
that was the point
you
of that
got
game, bro.
you got a ninja running like this, and we know what
that game was
hey,
voyeurism,
you run
bro.
over and her joint was really like
like the hypersexualization of women was that game's purpose. Like,
It's like 80% of our budget went into the jiggle physics.
and it worked.
And they were
It
successful
worked.
as fuck, right?
It worked.
Franchise off that shit.
They literally had like 6 dinner lives. Like how?
I mean, Dead or Alive was still a decent fighting game, though.
Remember the one
Graphics
move you
were
could do when you do
amazing.
Oh, hell yeah.
go straight down?
Yes,
Yeah.
get the jiggle set.
Right.
Hey, yo.
Land on dinner.
Yo.
But you know what was extra about it is that when the women were dead, they were breathing, but smooth. You over and checked out with the Jones and just riding up and that. Like, come on, man.
I think I like bro,
you're dead.
I think I watched the documentary
You
that
said
was
shout out to the coders. Yeah, right. They coded the fuck out of that.
right. Because I think like the way because when you make like a 3D model, you gotta do like a T pose and everything like that.
Yo, shit.
I think that the breasts themselves had like their own sort of like fluid matrix thing that
It
worked
was
on its own, separate
it was
from
their
the character.
bodies, and then it was this. Like that's how it went.
So-
It was their bodies, and it was this. All right, fun stuff.
You see the Japanese coders, they all got glasses on, they're steamed over and shit. Just like pushing them up. Like,
You know what I'm gonna say? Like, there's some
Sweaty.
dudes that,
right.
Hands are sweaty.
right, when they push
See
them up,
the light just shines.
that light shine
Oh, the fuck, yeah, yo. Yep, motherfucker.
All right, so now that we here with the women,
This guy, titties.
so now that we here, top female characters in a video game. Top.
okay. Let me think on that.
Now let's be honest. The GOAT is Chun-Li.
Sure. I guess. I don't know.
Is there a
Goated.
But my top pick ain't got nothing to do with like sex shit like that.
Yeah. Top
Yeah.
female characters.
Celeste
I'm just saying, like, if you
Oh, hell
look,
yeah.
if you look at it,
From the game that she
Chun-Li
was
is gonna
in?
be there.
from the game Celeste. Yep.
And she's that good.
I fucking love that game so much. Yep.
Okay.
She's my top. That's my boo boo.
One of my tops. A little cute. I love her. Shantae.
Oh, I know the Shantae series.
Ooh.
Shantae
Shantae's like
from the
half
Genie.
Genie,
Half
yeah.
hero.
Mhm.
She's so brave. That's why I love her. She's brave. She ain't braver than Samus. I'm sorry. Samus might be the bravest character I know. She go to fight motherfucking aliens and
I mean,
damn by herself.
He also built for it, so I don't know about that.
And
Right.
paid to do it. She's like a bounty hunter.
Is about
It's
it.
my job.
Talking about- Listen,
Like, if I'm a
can't
cop.
go wrong with Cammy. Cammy turn around with the little diesel cakes.
Cammy with the
I got
Cammy
two.
with the diesel cakes.
The
got
diesel cakes.
Squat
I shall
Supreme.
brand it by
Cammy
grease.
herself. No lip having. Leotard since 1993.
All right. Who you got, King?
No coochie lip.
If I was to say, like,
You ever see how tight that fucking thing is at the bottom? That shit is crazy work. Crazy work.
Her catches me.
Yeah. No coochie lips. Just
I mean,
just like that at the bottom.
oh, oh,
Oh my god. All right.
oh shit. Oh my. Yo, y'all go. My bad, yo. Oh shit.
Okay, I got four. I got four characters.
Okay.
Unless King is gonna go.
Oh, you are you talking about like
This is
like
for your top four, you
oh,
know, game characters.
I mean, just for like nostalgic reasons, Peaches is always is there. Peaches
Oh,
is
hell
gonna be
yeah.
there. Just for the
Peach is the
storyline.
best princess, the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
outside
I mean, even though Bowser keeps
of one.
Sonya Blade.
Oh yeah.
Sonya Blade. What is it? Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? And Laura Croft. That's
Cool.
my four.
Solid.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about that one.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's another game that I just played the demo for forever.
Mhm.
Never really like played the game. I used to just play the demo, fall off the mountain, tiger, whoop my ass.
All of some spikes that randomly stick up out of nowhere.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel you.
Running around with two pistols, just running around with two pistols. Like, all right.
Yeah.
All right,
With
my top
unlimited
four.
bullets.
Agrius from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
Dixie Kong.
Oh,
Sakura
shit.
from Final Fantasy, or not Final, sorry, Sakura from Street Fighter Alpha, and Luca from Chrono Trigger. But I got some honorable mentions. I got Song Mina and Zhanghua from Soul Calibur 2, and Tron Bonne from Mega Man Legends.
Song Mina.
Oh, she was an enemy. She's so cute. She was so annoying.
Ron, we're
Her
sorry.
little
You lost the
things
key.
that was like this big, were like minions from goddamn.
Yeah. The serve bots. The serve bots is fucking hilarious.
Mine's is Shantae. Love Shantae. Samus. I'm gonna go with Mai from King of Fighters for obvious reasons. And one of my favorite of all time, and I feel like we did not talk about her, is because we've been away from her for so long. Cortana.
Oh, hell yeah. I totally forgot about Cortana.
Cortana.
Man, Cortana was ride or die.
Right.
Listen, you haven't played the new Halo. Like she, not even. I'm because I know you gotta go, Mark, for this. She was so mad at Chief for being asleep for so long that she turned her back on him.
I remember she kind of like started like glitching out and stuff. I didn't know
because
what
she
came
was the only
of
one
that.
that lived. She's the only one who lived longer than the other AIs. She lived the longest out of everybody.
Yeah. So she was like degrading.
Years, like I think Chief was asleep for like 20 years, damn near. He was asleep for a very long, before they woke him back up. Like half of the people done and gone. Halsey's is probably bones at this point, like because I think she was a carbon. Halsey was a copy of Cortana, or Cortana was a copy of Halsey. Like she knew everything about her, so it was just weird, but yeah. But you can go.
Oh, Halsey is the doctor that ran the program.
Yes, the one that
ethics herself.
Yep. What else, Serena?
crazy ass stealing
What's
kids
going
from
on?
Africa and experimenting on them.
Oh yeah,
Creating
Yeah.
6 foot,
like
6
Halo.
foot 11 giants, super
Mhm.
soldiers.
Yeah, their own super soldier program.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Sound like
away.
some American shit.
Mhm.
Pretty
The
much.
UNSC doing some wild
Mhm.
stuff.
Well, all right, Mark. Who you say, Mark?
Oh, you know, I got, Celeste, but then there's Felicia, The rest could be Felicia.
Okay, right.
Felicia, Psylocke. Who else was it?
You said Nina or Sarah.
Sarah,
something.
yeah, Sarah. That's more nostalgic. Yeah, Sarah from Virtua Fighter.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
yeah, you put Psylocke on the screen, you just hear the game music. You don't even hear fighting for like 10 minutes.
Listen, Psylocke was a fine character. That woman was
Mhm.
built. Gonna look her up, Marvel. And she had Marvel Rivals, but I don't like her in Marvel Rivals.
Oh,
Oh, look at that princess! God, dang, I'm about to
yeah,
put her on the
like
screen.
Marvel Rivals though. Like, why is that game a cake factory? Like,
I
They know
don't
what they
know.
doing. They gotta
I
keep y'all there.
You gotta hold y'all. You know, y'all gotta keep. You gotta find something to look at. You gotta keep your eyes on the
Hold your
screen.
hand with a tissue while I give you this cake.
like that dog, cake factory, dog. That's a bakery. What are you talking about?
Niggas is caked up too. What the fuck?
Wow.
Everybody can see Thor. Damn.
Oh no, what he said, Orchid. Oh, what is Orchid from? That's familiar.
Orchid?
Oh,
That's
Orchid
from Killer Instinct.
Yeah, Killer Instinct. Oh yeah.
Killer Instinct,
I used to play as her.
Because Orchid looked like she had a really bad wig on. I'm sorry. That joint crazy. Did y'all ever see Orchid's head? Yo, look at Orchid from her and her whole forehead looked like it's the wig.
Mhm.
Oh, I definitely had a crush on Jade from Mortal Kombat. And it was specifically Game Informer did like this big thing on the game when it was like coming out. And so they had like her design and shit in there blown up. And it was like my first time. I think Jade might have been the first time that I recognized a black woman in a game.
Oh yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I never thought about that until just now. Like,
she might be the first I've ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah.
But when I tell you I was smitten, oh my God.
I'm trying to get pictures right now. So Jade from Mortal Kombat. Did you see the new Jade, Mark?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta find it. There's this
That
like
cosplay's gonna go crazy.
there's this point and click adventure game that's supposed to be coming out that has a black woman as a lead that I should have wrote myself a reminder what the game is called, but I want to play it whenever it comes
I'm
out.
about to put my screen up, y'all. We're just gonna
Is
show
you
this.
talking about this Zoe Saldana looking character?
Who?
I'm looking at Jade from Mortal. I'm not sure what Mortal Kombat this is, but she looked like Zoe Saldana. She looks racially ambiguous.
Okay.
All right.
Well, okay. All right, let's not share the screen then.
Share your screen. Go ahead.
I can. There's not
Post your links.
Post your links.
You want to see my history?
First of all, my history is on my phone.
Double cheeked up.
The history,
Booty on booty.
my private section on
Pinky X Jada.
Pretty much. Jada.
Tag team.
Jada.
Mark Jogo had Wesley, goddamn Byron, all these old classic motherfuckers. Like, all right. So we can finish it off with one more category, and we can be done with it for the night.
Yeah, this is who I think. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the group chat.
All right. So we were talking about it earlier, and I'm trying to see if we can put it up again. But Mount Rushmore Let's say what is the
Yeah, I sent
top?
this to the chat. If you want to
Okay,
check out what I had pulled up. I don't know if this.
that's her. I was talking about. I'm actually talking about a different Jade, but yeah, she's still fine. I don't know.
Yeah, it's from MK1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they definitely made her look ambiguous. Like
like changed her up to make her look a little bit more on a like she's
she
mixed with something.
they've taken
Taylor
away
side.
the features that make her overtly black.
Mhm.
Like when you look at her, she looks like she could be native. She looks like she could be
And you
Puerto
can pick
Rican.
what
She looks like she
yeah,
could
yeah,
be Brazilian. That's what racial ambiguity
yeah,
is.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, TV Tropes calls that ambiguously brown.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that sucks. All right, let's finish
Yeah,
it
I
out
see
with
what you're
this.
talking about.
So, debated or not, but what do we think the top like games are of all time? Just five.
Oh,
Hey,
let me see.
based on my favorites, I gotta go. Guardian Heroes is number one. Like hands down, best game I ever played and will ever play.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's not true. I can't say will ever play, but yeah, it's definitely up there as my
To
favorite.
the eight, yeah.
Like,
If you haven't played nothing better, then
I mean, it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and so I don't really play that genre. I don't. So I'll be
okay.
hard pressed to find something that tops that.
Okay,
But it's
Mario.
just like
You got more, Shane? We on five. So you said
Mario
Guardian
3
Heroes,
actually might be up there for me too.
Mario 3.
Super Mario 3, yeah, straight up. Yep.
Okay.
I can always go back and play Tetris in
Mhm.
any regard, any system, any like I can always go back to Tetris. So that's up there for me as one of the best games of all time. Like it's just something I can always go back to. And like that type of replay value. I've been playing the game for over 30 years. I can't say that about nothing else. Like straight up. Shit. There's some games that I think about when I think about like Mario Kart. It's like sure I've been playing that forever, but I've been playing that over like I feel like the games are so drastically different from game to game. I don't know. I got to think about that though. It's like as far as like what others might be.
Okay. GTA, Call of Duty, and Tetris. Okay.
I might actually have to go with ODST. It's one of the lesser liked games in the franchise, but there's something about that game that resonated with me so much at that time. The music, the score was phenomenal. The mood. I've really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, I think that was that was my number one Halo emotional game. And what I mean by that, it was about actually really feeling like a lone wolf in the game, trying to get back to your people. Like it was almost like being abandoned in a way, but you weren't. So it was like on the game, kind of felt abandonment on there. And then it's like, hey, I'm trying to get back to my people, and I'm getting all these clues to do it, but it's also like I got to go through this too. I got to fight a firefight by myself. I have to fight these enemies who's sitting back, who just killed all these people, who just took all these people out. So it was like you had to survive. That was the first game. Well, most games are survival-based games, but that's the first game where it's like no one was helping you. It was just you out there.
Yeah, you weren't a super powered whatever.
Yeah, Master Chief says
a Spartan. Yeah, you weren't a Spartan. It was just a regular old person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Resident Evil. So like I loved Resident Evil like 1 specifically so much. Like I played it on PlayStation and then I bought it on GameCube and played through it again on that, and it scared the shit out of me both times. Like
right. I think it was the best on GameCube. I think it was better than PlayStation is classic, but I think it was the best on GameCube. Because
I got a top 5, but I always say my top 5 doesn't do like the multitude of video games I like and that are out there justice. But my number 1 now is The Outer Wilds. not to be confused with the Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds. I will say nothing else. You should go play
It must be a really good damn game because you said
Right.
it twice. If that's your favorite game now, God
Yeah,
damn.
hands down. Then my next one after that is Disco Elysium. Then after that is Chrono Trigger. And then piggybacking off of like what Marcus said about Tetris, but specifically, there's one Tetris game that I played too much of, and that was Tetris DS. Like,
oh hell yeah, we used to play that all the time, all the time.
Yeah, like that was a game where I was on a forum, and somebody was like, "I got this score of like 650 million." I was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna beat that, right?" And just like hyper focus for like an hour, be like, "Okay, we beat you, done." And then my last one after that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, just because of how much I've played it and how much replay value's gotten over the years.
Yeah,
I gotta toss one up there for myself, and that's Helldivers 2.
Oh,
that's my current black hole game, and
that's baby right there.
Yeah, I've sunk.
You probably grinded more hours in that game than you probably any other game in history.
It's up there. It's up there.
Okay. All right, King, you got something?
No. I'm naming like favorite games. Is that what we're doing?
Of all time, yeah. 5.
Ooh, my favorite game of all time. Let's see. Let's see. NBA Live 2005. That was a huge
with the dunk contest. Wasn't that the one?
Yes. The sports contest. Yeah, I was a huge NBA Live kid. Let's see. Of course, 007 GoldenEye. That was one of one of my favorite game shooters. Dang. What is it? Raw versus SmackDown. You know, Raw versus SmackDown.
Which one?
Dang.
To me, my favorite one out of all of them, still to this day, is Here Comes the Pain.
Ooh.
I was going Brock Lesnar on the front, so.
I'm not even too sure which one it was. Huh. I know it was Raw versus SmackDown for sure. Let's see, Madden. I was a huge Madden kid growing up too. I was always playing sports, so Madden, 2K, and God of War.
God of War is
God of War PS1 or God of War PS4.
Oh, I gotta go with PS4. I'm sorry. Everybody enjoyed the PS1, but PS4.
I know, that was PS2, sorry.
PS4 is definitely for me.
That was what?
Even the new one that's out. What is it? Ragnarok. Yeah, great storyline.
I see somebody said Raw vs. SmackDown 07. What was the one we used to play back in the day?
Oh God, that was the one on N64.
SmackDown 2? No, not like No Mercy and shit. It was on PlayStation, and you could that was when you could create your characters, and you could assign how they came down. Like, we made our moms in the game. My mom had red eyes and a bathrobe on. She had a purple bathrobe, and she used to come out to like Cactus Jack shit with a fucking what a damn the shopping cart and shit.
Was that SmackDown 2?
I feel like it was SmackDown 2. Yeah, I think it was SmackDown 2. Everybody's hair was like just stiff and shit. Just like
right. That's SmackDown 2. That was SmackDown 2. That was when I beat Andre's.
His Jet Ryan character?
Jet Ryan. I beat the Jet Ryan. Whoop. Come on, Mike. Fight me, Jet Ryan, for my championship. Yeah, I got put in a first blood match. Blind just kept punching him in his head and took his title.
He's like, run that shit back. Wait, hold up.
I saved him on my memory card and took that bitch home.
You should take your memory card and run. Yo,
I beat his ass and took a memory card and ran. Let's remember that shit, right? If you still watching, bro, when I beat Jet Ryan's ass. I beat the shit out of Jet Ryan with Triple H. He was like, no, pick Triple H. I want to beat Triple H. All right. I didn't even try to get back at me since then. That had to be like 20 years ago. Like, damn, bro, you still want this work? But oh my God, what was mine? Top 5 games period. Sonic. Probably Sonic 2. That's my more core memory because I love the two-player
Mm-hmm.
aspect because I was a Tails fan, big time. Sonic 2. Uh, the games that I like is more or less like something that sits with me and makes you remember a lot of things. So, um, Final Fantasy 8 because that was the only game that I ever really wanted to play strictly through. Um, Halo. It really ranges. The crazy part is 1, 2, and 3 wasn't my core memories. It's actually either Reach or fucking or ODST. Because Reach kind of made me want to cry because I did not want my character to die. It was the first time you created your character, and I'm like, oh, my homie gotta die. Why you gotta
At
go?
that end, oh my
Yes,
god,
you fought till
No.
you died,
yeah. And
Mm.
it was like,
and they played that fucking
internet
music.
wasn't like, it didn't proliferate information that it did today, where things could easily be spoiled. So motherfuckers
Mhm.
was just like walking into that blindly for a lot of us.
Right,
Mhm.
And
and I love
when,
that aspect.
oh
That was
my
fun.
god, when that shit went down,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
Yeah, because
When
it was
and
a
it's
Because we
like
like
played
there's
this, we
there's
played the
like a
story mode together.
realization to it too. Like when you realized what was happening, when you realize like you're not getting out of this. Like no matter how much you fight, they just keep coming. Oh my god,
Mhm.
yeah.
There's somebody
That
Yeah.
probably
was
fighting right now. They've been fighting for the past what, damn near 20 years.
Hmm. Yeah, because like the fall of Reach was something that was always hinted at in the games going up to it. So when you finally get to experience it, it's like, oh my gosh.
put that
And
game
then to
shark
answer
on.
Gears' question, Halo versus Gears of War. I'm definitely
No,
a
that's not a
Halo
question.
person over Gears of War. Like I played Gears of War 1 and I
Gears of
thought
War might
like
have been one of the funnest games I ever played, though. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I
lie.
Gears of
think
War
it
was
was
awesome,
interesting
but it didn't
because
have no
that
Halo.
game was like the first third person shooter that had the cover mechanic, and then everybody else started like jacking that idea from that point.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
it did like bring that into the gaming language.
It was the
And then I thought
first.
like the chainsaw, like I
Chainsaw
don't know if it
Gun.
was the first, but it might have like in my head it popularized it because
Okay.
then like Uncharted started doing it, right? And then
There was
like
this other. Hmm.
a lot of other
No, no.
games would be so. So like I mean it's a fun game and it has one of my favorite lines in a video game ever. Like I think it's
What's
from
that?
Gears of War 2 and you meet up with this one guy in this like caravan of different trucks and then he's like, "Oh, we're going to like the main Marcus Phoenix. He's going to be like, "Oh, yeah, we're going out there and dude and like this trucker has like, I got your bag like a butt crack." And I'm like I just thought that was so funny.
I got your back like a butt crack. Okay.
Yeah, no, that I stole that line. I started saying that way too much once I heard that
Mhm.
for like a
You
good
probably pissed
6 months. I'm
off with
like,
that.
oh yeah, you good? I'm like, I got your back like a butt crack. They're like, Chaz, why?
Just straight pissing people off. So what else we got? I said Halo, that um Halo, Final Fantasy 8, Sonic 3, Mass Effect.
Ooh.
That game
Oh,
gave
you
me a
know, I want to replay through the Mass Effect games,
Mass
like
Effect
just
2.
1, 2, 3.
Mass Effect 2. Is it Mass Effect 2
I
or
think
3?
I think those games can only be appreciated if you play your same character through all three games.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Uh,
like to like because if we like for me like I agree with Matt when it says like picking your top five is hard, and I'll pick
Mhm.
my top five, but like I want to be like I'd rather someone say pick your top five SNES games, like pick your top five of systems and pick your top five RPGs, pick your top five
mm.
light gun shooters, pick your top five. Like then I could tell you like the breadth of games that I love. Like
Yeah, yeah,
like I
yeah. We're
probably
just
need
going
like a top 100 list to like show the breadth of games
right,
that I love, but.
right. I think I got one more. I'm like saving it for something in particular. What exactly is one of the best games I've ever played? Hmm.
Because like
Oh, I
from
gotta
beat 'em up,
mention a honorable mention on my list is
Okay.
Walkabout Mini Golf on the goddamn MetaQuest. That game is so goddamn good. Like that game is so good.
Never paid attention to the meta quest though. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got good
yeah.
stuff on there.
yeah, a game I work
Um,
on is on the MetaQuest, and I'm in the
oh
credits
wow.
as additional help. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm trying to finish it off strong with a game.
Oh, I got a MetaQuest game that I really like, and it's called. They have like 2 sequels to it now, and it's called "I Expect You to Die,"
Oh
and
shit.
it's basically like a single player escape room type genre.
Okay. Um, I'm really torn between Mario Brothers and Super Mario. Mario and Luigi Brothers in Time, and it might be that. Honestly, it might be that. It might be that Mario Brothers in Time.
Wasn't that for like a Game Boy or something?
Also the
Yeah, that was
DS,
for DS.
Okay.
because you can use
I
both
remember
screen.
Yeah, because that was
You
like
use
that's
screens.
in the Superstar series
Yeah.
of like Mario RPGs, which they
Yeah.
just
So,
released a new installment to that on Switch.
yeah, I'm looking forward to possibly getting that.
Oh yeah,
But
Super Mario Luigi Brothership.
All right, look, we're about to get off of here, y'all. It's like 9 or something now. But Kaz Baz and Beaver Barkus and King, good luck for coming through, good brother. I appreciate
Yeah,
you so much. And
always like a good video game conversation. Could talk to for about this for hours.
man, can't wait to get Tom's bum ass up on here.
Mhm.
They're gonna argue. Yeah. Hey, bitch. Bison can't beat this. Oh, you want better? So, well, maybe we're gonna try next week. Talk the basic. Try to get some current event stuff happening because I kind of wanted to talk about the stuff, but I can't do it right now. I'm like, no, I'm tired. I don't want to do that. I did try to do it right now, but there's a couple of different things that's happening right now. You've shit. People. Period. Politics, possibly.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. We'll let y'all go ahead and do your thing.
All right.
Beef Bark, did you enjoy your day at work?
Yep.
All right. King, get some sleep. Chaz
Yeah,
Bass,
bro.
do what you do because it's early for them. So it's like, yeah, we the ones that's
It's 6 o'clock for me, so
but all right, y'all. I will talk to y'all soon.
All right. See ya.
All right, y'all.